Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I would like to share with you another exciting shade from the Makeup Revolution Liquid Highlighter range. So the shade today is going to be Liquid Luminous Gold, which looks like this. So this is the third shade within that range. Obviously there is that Unicorn Elixir shade which I've already tried for you, which is beautiful, but I'm not saying that it's, you know, in this highlighter. I'm actually saying number 1 to 6. So basically Liquid Starlight was the first one. That one is very, very light, and if you love that light look, it actually had, or looked like it had, a pink tone to it, but once it's on that cheek area it really does look very, very light and illuminated. The next shade was Liquid Champagne, which was the first of the 5 warmer shades, and then we have this beautiful shade Liquid Luminous Gold, and I've swatched it here for you. It is a beautiful colour. I would say the one that I swatched yesterday, Liquid Champagne, it had a peachy pink tone to it. This one has got more peach with a hint of pink in it, but they are very, very, now we're moving into the warmer shades. This is also, and if you're new to my channel, I'll just go and talk you through the product, because obviously if you're new you won't have seen any of my other videos, but if you are new I would really love you to subscribe and obviously thumbs up this video. So the container is glass and so is the stopper, or the dropper I should say, and it is basically you squeeze the top to actually pick the product up, and then you squeeze the top again to drop that product. You don't need to use a lot of this product. Now you actually get 0.61 fluid ounces or 18 ml of product. Now there's a lot of product in here, but you hardly need to use any of it to actually give you that beautiful glow. So for example, you can add a drop of this to your foundation if you would like to. You can also add a drop of it to your moisturizer, whether that's for your face or for your body. You can also add it obviously as a highlight, which I'm going to share with you later, but you can add it to your inner corner. I've also added it to the center of my lip, and I've added it up here on my forehead as well as my décolleté area. So basically wherever you would like to highlight you can use this product. They are stunning. I have found, and I've tested it out over the last few days, whether to use a brush or a sponge. This brush is from the I Heart Makeup range, and I think this one is Pink Diamonds. And then the sponge again is from Makeup Revolution. It was last year's Christmas gift range, and I picked this up in this sale, but it is still available, and I will list and link that down below for you. It does come with another product, but don't get confused when you actually go onto the website, because they do say that there's obviously that product, and you also get a mirror, but it's not a mirror, it's a sponge, so don't get confused by that, and I will put that correctly down below. But this sponge is dampened, and I have tried like I say, a brush. So I've tried it with the brush and I've tried it with this, and I do find that this actually gives a better finish. It distributes the product evenly over the skin, and it also wears a lot nicer over a certain amount of hours if you use a sponge. The brush, so for example, after about 7 hours of wear, when I'm about to take off or remove my makeup, I do tend to find that you've got that stipple or stippled look onto that product, and it just doesn't give an even finish. So whatever sponge you obviously want to use, I've just used this one because it's smaller and it just fits in that area really nicely. But yeah, it just gives an overall better finish. So obviously we're here to see what this shade looks like actually on the face. I did wear this shade or try this shade on my swatch video, and I will list that down below or link it down below for you, but it was a more of a swatch video, and I really wanted to do a swatch of this on its own. Obviously if you're watching this as a series you want to see all 7 of these. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little bit of product in there, so I'm now going to drop that onto the area that I want to put that on like that. Now I'm going to pick up the I keep wanting to call it that, but it's not, it's a sponge. So I've picked up the sponge and I'm going to then just press that product and blend it in. Now these products do dry quite quickly, so I have, like I say, dampened this sponge just to make it easier. This side is always more subtle because the light hits me better on the other side, but you can see that that glow is there. Now, obviously, I'm going to do the other cheek. I've also mentioned in other videos, and I will mention this again, that I'm finding with these products that, and you can see that that is really nicely blended there using the sponge. It's so much nicer. Yes, it still gives you that really highlighted look, without it, but it's like a second skin, which is obviously what you want. You don't want it to be you know, just laying there on the skin and being clumpy, which is what that what using a brush does. Now, like I say, I have mentioned this before, I'm finding that these products, although obviously I am blending it in with this sponge, I am finding that these products go where I want them to go, which is not what happens with a powder highlight. I tend to find with a powder highlight, it tends to go here, it tends to go here. It just gives me too much of a thick line, and I'm finding with these, and I've never used liquid highlights before actually, this is the first time. I've used powder and I've used cream before, but never have I used a liquid, and I'm just finding that with the liquid it's going where I want it to go. These do not fade. This product looks as good at, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night when I'm removing this makeup as it did when I applied it. So I'm really, really impressed. But like I say, I'm getting a better application with a sponge. So if you are not having great results with a brush, do try a sponge, because you know, it just makes it that much nicer on the skin. It's like a second skin basically. So I'm really, really loving this shade. I do particularly love the warmer tones. That is what I like. If you are a regular viewer to my channel, you already know that. Even though I've got that liquid Starlight, I really did actually like the look that it gave me, but I will probably use that shade more for inner corner, for my inner corner. Sorry, I'll get it right in a minute. For my inner corners and also the middle of my lip as well, because I really like the inner corner to be extremely highlighted, and that really does the job. So yeah, I'm really, again, loving this shade. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think it really works well with my skin tone. Although I do have a very light skin tone, I need that warmth. It just suits me a little bit better, and you can see how reflective these are. So that was the shade, and it was Liquid Luminous Gold. So it looks like that. I hope you're finding this series helpful. Obviously, I'd really like your feedback. Which shades are you going for? Are you going to be purchasing these? And if so, obviously which shade? And if you have already purchased them and you've tested them out for a few days, what are you finding works for you? Is it the brush or is it the sponge? I'd really, really like your feedback on that. as well. And obviously I value all of your comments, and I do try and get back to you. If it's not a question that I can't answer, I will always put something on there, whether it's a thumbs up or something, so that you know that I've read it, because obviously I think that it's very important for me, or for you, to know that I have read every single one. So I really appreciate your comments, your feedback, and of course I would like you to thumbs up this video. And if you are, like I said at the beginning, new to my channel, I'd really like you to subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss the other 3 shades of this, because we're now going into the deeper shades, and I'm really interested to see, are they going to suit me? So thank you so much for watching, as always, and until next time, thank you. Bye.